Welcome to another episode of the Knit Chat with Jen podcast. Again, today is Sunday, April 17th, 2016. And if you are new and checking me out, thank you so much for checking me out. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back into the madness. I forget what episode number this is, but today we are going to do what I am knitting, makeup review, books of course, and purchases or stash enhancements, and then a lot of blather, which I'm hoping I can cut down today. I don't know if people care or not, but this is take 3. I wanted to podcast last weekend. If you notice, there's a big gap. I wanted to podcast Saturday and Sunday, but then Saturday got away with me, and then Sunday was also a pretty... I had the house to myself, but the P... Don't do it. Don't do it, Teddy. So, which explains why I didn't podcast. So Sunday, Peter is letting me have the house to myself. So he grades and he takes his laptop. Well, the laptop was what I was recording on the last time I was. So, figuring it all out, I am using my phone because he is also grading now. And so how I'm situated right now is I have one of those TV stands that you do if you want to eat in front of the TV. I have that out because this is the couch, the TV's right behind me. But then I have a cigar box that I use as we use as coins, and then a pen stand, and the phone is, yeah. Anyway, so Teddy was actually going to try to get on to the TV stand, and the iPhone is precariously on there. So, I just wish she would come up to me rather than, anyway. So yeah, so then I figured out, oh, you know what? A lot of podcasters use their iPhone 6. I have an iPhone 6, might as well, right? So Monday, I said, fine, I have some time before making dinner. It's after work, so I recorded on Monday. And I got almost all the way through until my phone died. Not died, but basically said, we have no more room for you. And I wasn't done. Because you know me. Blather. So, Victorian Earl Grey, by the way. So, I was so frustrated. And I was trying to get the video off the phone to the computer. Technology hates me. So then I couldn't record through the rest of the week because I, was kind of busy trying to study for a test that was coming up on Saturday. So then I said, fine, all right. So Saturday, after the season, and I'll talk about a little bit more later, after all other things, I recorded a quick snippet of it, and I was basically high. I looked like I was high as a kite, but actually I was just exhausted. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to re-record everything. Even though I put everything away and it annoys the bloody poop out of me. So, anyway. Let's sidetrack. Let's get on to knitting first, shall we? First off, I have a faux. So, these are my plain vanilla socks. This time I wanted to try out a new hem. Did not do ribbing and I'm regretting it. Teddy! Teddy, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Off. Do not scratch the chair. No, no. Come here then. Come here. Come here. You want to show yourself? Come here. She's not going to do it. Come here. Come on, Bubba. Anyway, sorry. I tried out a new hem, didn't like it. Sewn hem. So if I am going to use the sewn bind off, excuse me, I think I'm going to keep with rib. Hi, Teds. Here's the other one. This is the one where so one was an attempt to sew in like a picot edge, but not. This is the actual sewn bind off. This is Lana Grossa, Italian, and their usual stripy numbered. I did a fish lips kiss heel, my usual square toe, US 1s, 2.25 millimeters with 64 stitches. Hey, Bubby, you want to say hi? You want to say hi, Bubba? She's a beautiful baby girl, huh? Oh, you want to go? You want to lie on the socks? So I'm pretty happy with it, other than the rolled hem. It's been too warm to wear socks, so I'm actually kind of sweating in this. This is a shawl that I made, 6 to 7 years ago. No, 10 years ago at least, because I knit it right after I graduated from undergrad. That was in 2006. Yeah, 10 years ago. You want to join my lab? You want to join me? So, that's a faux. I also have a hoe. You want to join me? No, she's just going to waggle her butt and tease us. All right. Okay. So, if you last remember, I was working on my first sweater workshop. And on Monday, I had done the whole under the sleeve, and then I joined the other half. But now they're both in, and I'm calling this a hoe because I haven't woven in the ends, and I still need to do a button band, which I had a brilliant idea of not doing buttons. I'm gonna wear this cardigan open anyway. Why drag a little bit of it down by adding buttons? I was gonna get some sort of wooden buttons so it wouldn't be too heavy, but now maybe it's the lazy person in me, which I wouldn't put past, but I want to pick up the stitches, but I don't want to do the buttonholes. And I don't want to go and try to find buttons that I'm not going to use, you know? I don't know. I'm going to talk to my teacher about that. Or go to the yarn store and say, I don't want to do buttons. But yeah, I've tried it on. You're on my yarn, dear. And I've tried it on, and I'm really happy of how it fits. So, of course, it's getting too warm to wear. It's alright. It'll keep me warm at night. Although Hayward doesn't get that cold at night, in my opinion. But yeah, I have to weave in the ends, do the button bands. Once it's finished, because I think right now it's just a hoe, half finished. Once it's half finished, I'll wear it for you guys. So that's that. Let's see. I have a lot of commission socks going on, so I'm not going to show you those. But, that's what I wanted to do. I won't show that. I'm going to show you my gauge swatches for the next sweater. We're doing lace, so we're taking the same sweater formula and we're adding a design. So I already had the first class. I decided to go with Sweet Georgia, Superwash Decay, in the silver colorway. So we had to do 2 swatches. So I only, because, you know, I want to conserve. So it's supposed to be a little bit airy. It's supposed to be, because we're doing lace. So I knitted in US 7s, and this is the usual stockinette stitch. I measured it. It's all good. And then it's only 2 inches. I know usually with sweater patterns, let me get a quick sip. I know with usual sweater patterns, you're supposed to knit a whole big old swatch, which you should always knit swatches. But because of how we do the formula and everything, it's a little different. Trying not to get the tail in my tea. And I'm showing you the back side. Oh, good job, Jen. So here's the lace. I chose a pattern from Barbara Walker called the Hexagon Leaves, because what I'm planning to do, so that's why I have some stockinette here and a little bit of stockinette here, is I would like to have only the back be lace and then the fronts be just stockinette stitch, because I'm really liking the new fashion that they have where the front is just usual and then on the back is like woohoo. That's exactly how I described it to my teacher, and she's like, okay. That's just how I'm really liking the stitch definition. I'm really liking how it looks out. I did the math, and so based on the yarn gauge on the label, for the stitch gauge, I'm actually under. So the label says 5 or 5.5. I'm getting a 4. 4.5 or 4.75. Different for lace and for the stockinette stitch. So I have a question out to my sweater cohort, asking them, hey, should I? It's because it's supposed to be a little bit more open. So should I go down? Should I go up? I'm kind of debating. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pause here. I'll see you back for my makeup review. Hey guys, I'm cutting up the video in snippets so that way better editing and also better on my storage. So let's go up to a makeup review. I promised you guys last time that I would review Urban Decay's makeup set. Oh, of course, the light. So I'm trying to use more natural light. That's why I'm at the couch rather than at the computer. I tried knitting closer to where my crafting corner is, which is beautiful light, but I can't put any of my tea or coffee. And on Monday I tried to do it, and I was just so scared I was gonna dump tea all over our cream carpet. Sidetrack. Anyway, I promised you that I would review Urban Decay's makeup setting spray for oil control. This is their De-Slick makeup setting spray, oil control. I got this in January. I've given it almost now 3.5 months, or at least 4 months. And I had to give mixed reviews. So it would be like thumbs up, but thumbs down. So let me read the description. This is your weightless, powerful ally against oil and shine. High-tech ingredients control oil, deflect surface shine, and help skin stay looking matte. De-Slick Mist helps keep foundation, shadow, and blush from sliding and fading with fewer touch-ups needed. Goodbye, shine. Hello, vibrant, long-lasting makeup. So it gets a thumbs up because it does feel nice when you're spraying it. You have to do it. It's a quick stroke up the top for the forehead, stroke down in the middle for your T-zone, and then cross for your eyes and everything. That's how I do it. That's how the directions, that's how I interpreted the directions to be. So it feels nice after painstakingly putting on your eye makeup and face stuff. It feels nice. And of course you're seeing it just when I put it on, so yeah, my face is gonna look matte. I really wish I could show you the picture I had on Monday. It was shiny as, well, it was shiny. It was very shiny. So it doesn't really control oil. It may control oil for those who have mixed skin, but I have mixed skin because I'll get dry up here in my cheeks, but everywhere else in my body, of my face and hair and everything, oily. If you could get oil out of me to help with the energy crisis, we wouldn't have a crisis. It's so oily. So, sorry, I'm playing with my shawl. So, I don't know if maybe, it's supposed to be for oily skin, but that's why it gets a thumbs down. The thumbs up is for, it does help in the beginning, but by the end of the day when I get home, yeah. Or even by 1 o'clock p.m. Now, mind you, I start the day at 4:20 in the morning. That's not when I put on my makeup. I put on my makeup around 5-ish. So, by 1 p.m., probably makeup doesn't last at all. So, you take my review with a grain of salt. Alright, let me go on. So, next is books. So let me cut it here, and I'll see you on the flip side. Alright, books. So, I still had the book on Monday, so you got to see it in full sight. But I'm hoping to put a picture, figure out editing, and put a picture right here of the book. Today's children's lit is Roller Girl by Victoria Jamieson. It is actually a graphic novel, which if you're not a librarian, or you wouldn't know this, but graphic novels are starting to become more common. Okay, if you're a parent, you would know that this is more common. A lot of the older generations are kind of not going for it. I'm going for it. It's a great start for those who are having problems with reading, problems with phonics, problems with anything. Just kind of using the imagery and not reading comprehension too. Actually, you know what? Take that back. Graphic novels are really good in regards to reading comprehension because pictures help put the words into imagination and etc., etc. So I'm all for graphic novels, but they have to be within your reading level. The words in the book have to match the reading level. So I kind of got not slack from my librarian peers, but from a lot of the teachers and other school people when I weeded out the Pokemon books, because as a regular librarian, I'm all for just reading whatever you want to do. You want to check out that book? Fine, whatever. I'm not gonna care. But when it comes to being a school librarian, I feel like, and this is my mission going in, this is what I've been thinking about, processing, figuring out as my career develops. I really think that it should be more about promoting literacy and helping the kids love to read. Not just taking whatever books that are out in the library and maybe reading it, maybe not reading it. So whenever a kid returns a book, I always ask, how was it? What did you think? And if they say, oh, I didn't finish it, or I didn't get to start to read it, I always say, you want to check it out again? And their eyes just light up. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. No one's waiting for it. No one, if they're waiting for it, they're gonna have to wait. Do you want to finish it? Yes, I do, Mrs. O'Sullivan, or they still call me Miss Hollowich. Miss H, Miss Jennifer, they call me everything under the sun because I confuse them so much by getting married. So I said, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead, finish the book. If it takes you longer, don't feel bad. Just because one of your classmates is able to read a book in a week does not make you a bad person. I just love to be positive with the kids. So anyway, back to Roller Girls and graphic novels. So Roller Girl is an amazing graphic novel that came out just recently. It is a Newbery Honor Award. So it just recently earned a Newbery Honor. And it's earned its award, its honor. It's amazing. So the premise of the story is there's a 11-year-old just about to enter junior high, probably 6th grade, most definitely 6th grade, and she and her best friend are at a crossroads. They usually do everything together, and they're very close, blah 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 blah, but then her mom takes both of them to a roller derby match, and the main character, oh wow, I forget her name, anyway, I'm looking at my knitting and I realize I forgot to show you something. I get so distracted. So she falls head over heels in love with roller derby, and so she finds out there's a roller derby summer camp for kids, for younger adults, and she's like, oh my god, let's do it, best friend, let's do it. And the best friend's like, I don't want to do it. I want to go to dance camp. So they kind of get into, they do get in a little bit of a tiff, and she goes to dance, her best friend goes to dance camp, and she does roller derby, and it just follows the story through. It follows that kind of main story throughout, but there's also some side stories that are amazing. It deals with bullying, it deals with entering into junior high, dealing with adolescence, dealing with all that stuff, and it's amazing. So for those who have, I would say the lowest would be 10 years old, so about maybe 3rd, 4th grade, late, like if they're almost finishing up school in 3rd grade through 6th or 7th grade and up, honestly, but it may be too juvenile for the high schoolers. So just something to consider. I love the book. It's an amazing book. So check it out. Now I'm gonna get into purchases. So I'll see you in the flip side. Okay, so apparently I'm having a storage problem with my iPhone. Okay, so before I start with my purchases, I really want to quickly show you my progress on my Biston shrug. The pattern's by Mercedes Tarovich. It's on US 5, 3.75 millimeters, because I looked it up twice. I'm on the body, and I want to try seeing if I can do 27 inches on the body, and then do the sleeve, and then etc, etc. And I'm in the middle of a row. And if you can't tell, I'm trying not to get in my tea. Let's see, that's where I believe I left off, and then I've been working on this while I think about what I want to do for my sweaters. So let's get on to the purchases, shall we? Because I really don't want to deal with storage issues anymore. First off, more LunaPurl Yarns. More LunaPurl. This is the store color. It's called Cosmic AYLR. AYLR stands our initials for A Yarnless Ravel, which is the store that I go to in Danville, California. And these are the store colors. So I'm excited to try this on. And then this is Space Ghost. Now, if you don't know Space Ghost, then you're not a child of the early 2000s, late 90s like I am. I used to watch TBS a lot when TBS, I don't know, was more child friendly. And there were snippets of Space Ghost in there. So this base is 75% superwash BFL wool, 25% nylon. So, and now I need to start knitting up some of this stuff because seriously, jeez, my tea is cold. I've been dealing with technology. This is what gets me so frustrated about podcasting, is the technology part. I also got my Highland Handmaids Club. This is called On the Rocks. If you haven't gotten it by now, you should contact Heather. So I don't think I need to do a spoiler alert. It's so beautiful. This is in her red maple sock base. 50% superwash merino, 50% tencel. And I think this is going to be a shawl. Yeah, it feels nice and pretty. So, all right, that was my purchases on Monday. Let's get on to what I got recently after Monday. And I do apologize for the crinkling, especially if you have earbuds. So I have some delicious coloring book yarns in this lovely packaging. I haven't opened it yet because I don't want to. It's just so well done. The color is called Lady Raincorn. I believe that's at Adventureland time, whatever. It's a cartoon. I don't watch the show, but it's rainbow. How can you go wrong with rainbow? I love rainbow. Rainbow is my favorite color, so, other than blue. And by the way, I totally want a tattoo of this. But instead of black for the dots for the body, I want rainbow. On my wrist too. Planning it out. I've been wanting a rainbow sheep tattoo on me for about 5 years, but I still haven't figured out where I want to put it. I keep waffling where I want to put it. So that's why I haven't gotten it yet. You always have to be sure where you want things, especially if it's permanent. I caught an update, I saw it, I'm like, mine. And then after my CSET test, I was pretty sad, and my friend took me out, kidnapped me actually. And we were near Sally's, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sad. Can I go to Sally's? And she's like, yeah, sure. So Seche, the makers of Seche Vite, the fast drying top coat, created their own extended wear line. If you haven't, for nail polish, if you haven't seen, it doesn't require a light, which is great for those that don't want to deal with lighting. And I got rid of my light during the move. So this is actually what I'm wearing now. It's called Refined. And I have no idea what's going on out there in the complex. Someone's having a lot of fun. It's called Refined. It's a nice squishy blue-red. And I got the base. I usually don't get all of in the set. Like, that's why I haven't gotten the OPI Shine, because but I just wanted to see how it lasted, because I love the Seche Vite, but it always shrunk the tips of my nails, and I love the shine. So I wanted to check out if the sealant is like the top coat, but more jelly, you know, more gel-like. And I got the base just because it was buy two, get one free, so. And actually, I have to say, other than some texture, beginnings of weird texture, it didn't shrink my nails. I did this yesterday. Didn't shrink my nails. Perfect, absolute buttery, buttery formula. So I think I'm gonna have to get more. Okay, so now, and then I also got this. This is OPI, and this is called Spare Me a French Quarter. I keep collecting OPIs, but then I don't wear them. I need to wear them. I think my next color. I actually had my nails bare for the last few days. I know. How dare I? I actually didn't wear makeup. Which, I mean, come on. You can have days where you don't wear makeup, but come on. Anyway. So actually, I'm getting into blather. So if you don't want to hear me ramble and hear anything else of my life, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Have a great, I was about to say nitty digits, old podcast. Have happy crafting, okay? For those who want to continue blathering, I'm not cutting this up just because I am so scared of losing it, but then it's gonna cut off and I don't know. Anyway, I'll try to make this quick. So, by the way, I didn't mention, this is Victorian Earl Grey tea. I know I'm drinking Earl Grey tea at 3:42 in the afternoon, but tea doesn't bother me as much as caffeine. Coffee. Coffee tends to really get into my brain, while tea, I don't know why, but whatever, even, it's less caffeine, so obviously it's not going to affect me as much, but it really actually gives me more of a relaxed feel. So that is what I'm drinking right now. I took my test yesterday. I honestly don't know how I did. I really don't. I feel confident about the English. I feel confident about the history. I feel confident about all the other ones but math and science. So, we'll see. Just done. Done studying and done. I actually dreamt of ratios last night. Yeah, I'm done. So we'll see. Have to wait three weeks, not 3 months, 3 weeks to get my results in the mail or online. I think it's in the mail. Some people mentioned it was in the mail, but we'll see. I'll have to check online. If I don't pass one of the sub-tests, worst case scenario, that means I won't be able to join the credential program in the summer, which means my job may be in peril. So we're not gonna think about that right now. So we're just hoping we passed. 70%, guys, 70%. Had to pass 70% on all 3 subjects. All 3 subtests, so we'll see. What else? Life is otherwise good, other than technology hates me. The kids are good. We're winding down. Actually, the kids are winding up because they are so ready for summer. My 5th graders are going crazy. One of the schools, they are doing their production of Lion King. So that's coming up on Friday. So I will be going to see it at the evening show. I'm not sure if P is joining me. We'll see, but I'm going. Because the kids, I want to support them, and I can't go in the morning because I will be in another school. So, yeah, we'll see. Hello, Tedsters. Let's see what else. They're also testing, so they're starting to get a little crazy. Finally got back to yoga this morning. It was great. I haven't been to yoga for 3 weeks because life has just been crazy. My sweater classes are on Sunday mornings, and I haven't been able to get into the afternoon classes. So, because by the time I got home from class and then tutoring, it was just like, I want to stare in front of the TV and be a zombie. So, yeah. But now that there's no more tutoring, I can finally get to do my thing, which my friend was sad, and I'm kind of sad because it was nice to hang out with her, but I love having my lazy Sundays with yoga and not having to really get dressed. Although I'm dressed for you now, aren't I? Yeah. So it was the minute I stepped into the yoga studio, everything just felt just much lighter. I've been really stressed and over worried about the test and thinking of the absolute worst case scenarios in all of it. And you know, when you're struggling with a subject, whether it's math, English, whatever, it gets really hard on the soul, on the mentality and whatnot. So I was just getting really down in the dumps, and just the last 2 weeks of massively cramming everything in my head and tutoring and whatnot. It just was, even though my tutor was amazing and she was so encouraging and, again, amazing. I can't say anything else but amazing. And encouraging. It was still really hard on my psyche, and finally getting into the studio and working out and just getting back into my body and getting more attuned with my body, attuned with my mental state. It just, I know, hippy dippy, I don't care. Hippy dippy, I don't care. Peter's birthday is coming up, so he had planned a party, a board game, card game party, but the weekend is not working for most of his friends, and he's kind of sad about that. So I have to think, he doesn't like to plan, I don't like to plan, so either, especially if it's based on someone else's wishes, I could plan for him, but then it may end up being something that I want to do. Like, I'm a selfish person, okay? I have a big heart, but it ends up being selfish. I keep pushing him. Don't you want to go to the beach? That's something I love to do. He likes the ocean. He relaxes, but I don't think it's something that he really wants to do. So I'm slightly suggesting things, but I'm letting him say his say. But his birthday is coming up, not this upcoming Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Also, if you are local to the East Bay area of California, please check out my Stitch and Bitch in Hayward. I'm starting one up on Thursdays, depending, Wednesdays or Thursdays, but this week it's going to be Thursday. We're starting it up April 21st. It starts at 6. I'm going to get there a little bit earlier at Pete's Coffee and Tea in downtown Hayward, located on the corner of B Street and Mission. Please don't stalk me. If you're just there to stalk me, please bring your knitting so we can hang out. But yeah, if you're local, if you live in the East Bay area, like Hayward, Castro Valley, or if you take BART and just want to come over, come on over to Pete's. Starts at 6, ends whenever you're tired of human contact, which honestly is usually 9 o'clock or 8:30 for me, so. But it's up to everyone. I'm not gonna really put a parameter, you know. It doesn't have to be knitting. It can be crochet. It can be sewing. It could be whatever you can bring with you. Beading, whatever you want. So, if you're in the area, come on by. I believe that is it. I'll probably think of something else sometime in the next few minutes, but I think that should be it. I keep looking at the camera thinking, I know there's something else. No, I don't know. Except my cat's really cute. She's just sitting right there. I actually kicked her out when I was dealing with my technology problems. Okay, I need to just stop saying Alright, you guys. I will talk to you later. Otherwise, happy knitting, crafting, whatever you want to do. Bye.